Good morning. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I am back and Stationeers on the asteroid belt. Now, somebody suggested, why don't you try a deep miner? And I'm thinking, oh, that's not going to work, is it? But it let me put it, I had to put it on the asteroid. It wouldn't let me. It said needs terrain, but I got it on the asteroid. It is digging into the asteroid. I'm very curious if I'm actually going to get something here. I think I might. I think this is actually going to work. Oops, I got to go to 50 here. I had to move this, so I forgot to reset it. There we go. Now, I can't hear anything out here because I'm in space, so nothing in it yet. It's still going down. This would be what I would consider kind of a cheat. There is an iron there, or volatile. How did I miss that? Okay, it's down all the way. It's not going any further. But, if they're going to let you do it, you might as well do it. Nothing yet. Now, if this is the case, I'm going to postpone my entire rocket launch. Because if this provides me with ores, then I won't need rockets right away. Waiting for the first input here. Now I got it hooked up to here yet. I don't have power on that. So I just wanted to test everything, see if I actually got a stack of anything. Well, we'll have to see what happens. So once this is save that for the welder. I can make a arc welder now. Come on, give me something. I don't see why it wouldn't work because it's running. Oh, speaking of which, how much power is this using? Sun just came up. Oh, it seemed okay. I'm going to have to put another input here. I'm going to start blowing fuses if I'm not careful. Nothing yet. Is it just a time thing, I wonder? Well, I'll pause it until I get something and I'll be back. Okay, this is kind of hilarious. Now, I mined all this out, so I don't know where all this is coming from. Does it respawn or something? Because I'm telling you, I mined this asteroid out. So that's kind of interesting also. I'll have to set my ice crushers back up again, but it's gone completely through the asteroid. And it's still going down. I don't want to get too close. I don't know what happens here. This is interesting, but it's gone through the asteroid. Nothing there yet. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but you saw in my last video, I had this asteroid mined out. Now all of a sudden, Or it's reappearing. So now I'm wondering if this is happening everywhere else. How much do I have in my... Oh yeah. You gotta check your jetpack in this place, because if you happen to get in space and don't have enough to get back, I think you're kind of lost. Maybe it's just the deep miner that's making it respawn. That's an interesting thought. Wow, I just replaced that, I thought. Because there's nothing here. So I think the deep miner... This one has not respawned. Oh, nope, I didn't do anything with the uranium or the gas. So, yeah. I think the deep miner has caused things to respawn here. So even if it doesn't give me any ore, I might be able to use it to look at this thing. Holy cow, that's gone a long way. Is it still going down? Yep. Now, my question is, does it have to sense the core before it stops going down? Because it's not going to sense any core here. So that could be a problem. Let's see if I got anything yet. It should be about time for me to start getting something. If I'm going to. Nothing. Well, I could remine this, but this probably won't give me all that much. It does seem to kind of line up with where the deep miner is. Yeah, it really does. Interesting. Got lead, iron, more iron, lots of iron in here anyway. Interesting. Whoops. Let me get my head. I'm starting to lose faith if I don't get something pretty soon. I don't know how long it... Never really paid attention to how long it took to get it for. Does the crazy thing have to sense the core before it starts producing? It's still going down. So this may not work because it's not sensing the core. Well, interesting. I guess I'll just let it run for a while, see what happens, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I think I've pretty much confirmed. You can see that the deep miner is not going to work. It just keeps going deeper and deeper, and apparently it has to reach the core of the planet you're on, and there's no core. So I can't waste too much more nitrogen going down here. I'll do one more trip. I've got lots of nitrogen, I just don't want to waste it. But you can see, let's see if it's still going down. It's hard to see from here. Yeah. So you can see it just keeps going down further and further and further, trying to find the core and it never reaches it. Now, I did mine some of the stuff that it apparently made appear. And that's the only thing I can think of, because I mined this whole thing out. That sun is terrible. See if I can get around that. Boy, that's a long way down. So I said that's the last time I'm going down there. Using a lot of nitrogen. So I guess I'm back to... And I did exit the game and go back in thinking maybe... But you can see it did make stuff appear here. Now if it keeps doing that, it might be worth running it. I did mine some of this. But it's almost easier at this point to use rockets. If you look up in here, I don't know how close I can get, but see, this is what makes me think it makes things appear, because all around the shaft, if I go down here and look up, there's a lot of stuff around there that wasn't there before. So I'm thinking it does make stuff appear, but it apparently will not work, because I have yet to get a single lure here. So it looks like I'm nothing. No, I think at this point I'm just wasting power. Let me turn it off, turn it back on. I haven't done that yet. I don't think that's going to matter either, but that's my power doing. I'm keeping not even using all that extra stuff. I'm kind of surprised. Well, I guess I can turn this off. Nothing. So I think it's looking for the core, and there is no core. And I'm not getting anything out of my deep miner. So there you go. I think I can safely say the deep miner does not work here. At this point, I think I'm going to go with a landing pad first. I can buy relatively cheaply dirty ore. If I remember correctly, I can buy dirty ore from most of the mining guys. We got more stuff appearing in here. The problem is, as I mine it, the dirt disappears and it only seems to be spawning where there's dirt. And again, you can go in here. It does seem to pop things up. But I am not getting, and I'm being repetitive now, but I was just hoping that this would work. It would have been nice. But Rocketworks was too smart. Nah, I'm not getting anything. This has been running for almost a half hour now, so I think it's safe to say the deep miner, at least in my case, does not work on an asteroid, because it just keeps going down further and further, hoping to find the core. Now, would it be worth every once in a while turning it on? Or deconstructing it and reconstructing it and let go through the asteroid to maybe spawn some stuff? That might be worthwhile. But maybe I can make a mod somehow to tell it to find the core. But there you go. I think it's safe to say the deep miner does not work on asteroids. If anybody has had success with that, let me know. Good idea. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I did get some ores. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the deep miner or just some kind of respawning thing. But now I tore everything down. Maybe I'll just put one ice crusher out here. I do have some oxygen and a tiny bit of water. There's more water in there. But I think I want to hold off on the rocket for now and try to go with trading. I got enough coal and stuff to trade, but if I'm going to go long term with trading, then I'm going to have to do some plants or something and sell cakes and other things like that. But it is looking like I can survive here. If I have enough to build a good trading center and a big enough to start with manual greenhouse. I may have to expand in here a little bit, or just make another offshoot. I probably have seeds now. I do. So, food's not a problem. I got plenty of water. I got like 500 liters out of mining here. And I did get, like I said, I got 90 iron out of that, 30 copper, and 50 lead, and there's another lead. So it's about 70 lead. Minerals is going to be the problem. I'm going to have to trade food for minerals, I think. I do have some coal that I can trade. Trading wise, food is about the only thing that you could self-produce here in the asteroid belt that's going to give you something to trade for money. So it looks like I'll be setting up the trader, and I think that'll be it for this episode. I just wanted to confirm if you could use the deep miner, and 99.9% sure it does not work. So there you go. You have a good one, Davey Old Salt Gamer. Remember to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next episode where hopefully I have some trading set up. I got to decide what size I'm going to use. Again, I got limited resources, so I kind of have to be careful. Maybe I'll start with a 5x5 and leave room for expansion once I start trading for some dirty ores, because that may be the way to go. They should be relatively cheap to get the dirty ores and just run them through the centrifuge up there and take what I can get out of them. But that'll be my next experiment, and we'll see you in the next episode.